Okay, guys, we're here in the city of Highland. They have a guy in the back of the car. I had to find a place to park. But there is a guy in the back of the police car here. For sure. There's some people here on a phone, a cell phone. I don't know if they were for these cops or not, but there's somebody in the back of this car here, unless they let him out. I don't think they did though, so I think he's still sitting back there. The cop was talking to him and stuff. So I don't know if something happened at this taco stand or why he's sitting in the back of the vehicle, but they just had the back door open and the two cops were standing here at the back door and he was getting information from somebody that was sitting back there. I had to find a place to park. He hooked his thumb. That means he just said, "I'm recording," and that guy looked over here. That's why he's going to go get in the car so he can talk to him without me recording. Or maybe they're going to take off. I don't know. Yeah, they're going to take off now that the camera's here. So, or he's just closing the door. There is somebody in the back of this unit though. And I have my microphone on. I was trying to look down the street, see what's going on. But so we'll see if he lets the person out or if they take off with the guy in the car. But the guy's in the back seat right now, as far as I know. I don't think they let him out yet. Like I said, I had to go up and find a place to park and then come back down here. So my stomach is really messed up. I hope I make it through the night without crapping myself. I know y'all need to hear that, right? But I don't know, man. I got the green apple trots. So I uploaded a really long video earlier. Hopefully this video isn't too long. But again, I don't know exactly what occurred that caused them to be here. Have somebody in the back of their car. He's going to get out now, I think. Yeah, he's talking his cell phone. He's probably talking to the watch commander right now. So he's going to go ahead and open the back door. Yeah, he's looking how to unlock the back door. You have to hit the button. Yeah, there's a button in the front and it unlocks the back. There's the guy sitting in there handcuffed. He's got his hands behind him handcuffed. So there is somebody sitting in the vehicle. I can see them. He's getting information from him at this time. It's a two-man unit. So I know a lot of people always want me to get closer, but if you get too close, you end up getting tased or arrested, or they get up in your face. So this is about a reasonable distance here. I mean, you guys can see. I mean, you guys can either go full screen or you can look on your watch on your computer. If you watch it on your smart TV, sometimes I watch my videos on my smart TV, and from this distance here, it's pretty big. You know, I can see. So I think the people that are complaining about the distance that I stand are watching it on their phones. It's time to get rid of the iPhone 4. Get an iPhone 8, guys. It's got a bigger screen. Who's honking? Get rid of that iPhone 1 and iPhone 4 with a little bitty screen. Get a big screen, guys. So, cops getting their information right now. I'm going to wait here, see if he lets the guy out or if he takes him. Right now he's got one in custody. Hasn't arrested him yet. He's only been apprehended. The arrest will take place when he closes the doors and drives off with the guy. But if he lets him back out and unhandcuffs him, then it wasn't an arrest, it was an apprehension. And again, I'm a little rusty on my definitions, but they taught us that in the police academy in Texas years ago. They said when you first catch someone and you put the handcuffs on them, they taught us to say, right now you're being apprehended for the investigation of a suspicion of whatever. They said, you're not under arrest, you're only being apprehended at this time. So, where I went to police academy there in Texas, they were very strict in teaching us wording. Like, you never say, I smell alcohol in this car. You say, I detect the odor of an alcoholic beverage here in your car. Because they told us vodka has an odor, wine has an odor, beer has an odor. But they told us that pure, straight alcohol is hard to smell. Like, you really can't detect alcohol. But the beverage, they said you can smell right away. Vodka, wine, beer, whiskey, tequila. So we were taught in the police academy to say, if you pull somebody over and you think they've been drinking, you say, I detect the odor of an alcoholic beverage. And that's what you put in your police report. I detected the odor of an alcoholic beverage. Like, if you were to put, I smelled alcohol, they would make you rewrite your report. Because a lot of the defense attorneys there were pulling that crap that, well, how did the cops smell the alcohol? Alcohol is very difficult to detect the odor of. So when you put detected an alcoholic beverage, then if the defense attorney said, well, how did he smell alcoholic beverage? You would tell the judge, I smelled the odor of wine, Your Honor. It smelled like sour red wine. You know what I mean? So instead of saying, well, it's alcohol, and then the defense attorneys would say, alcohol does not have a strong odor that you can detect. And believe it or not, people are actually beating their DUI offenses because the officer put in there, I smelled alcohol. And the judges were saying, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and side with the defense on this one and dismiss it. And again, it goes back to what I said earlier in another video. The justice system is strongly based on what you know and how you can word it and what you can prove in court. It's not what the truth is. It's like Denzel Washington said in Training Day, Alonzo Williams, his name was Williams, right, or Jackson. Alonzo said, it's not what you can prove, or it's not what you know, son, it's what you can prove. That's what he said. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. So you could have somebody that's straight freaking guilty and you can prove their innocence and they can walk out of court. Or you can have somebody that's innocent and the prosecutor can get them sentenced or a plea bargain because he has a screwed up defense attorney, or he doesn't know how to defend his own case or what have you. So basically, the justice system is based on factors like how much money do you have for a good lawyer? How experienced is your attorney? Is your attorney a good litigator, or does he suck at court litigation? Courtroom litigation. How experienced is the prosecutor at courtroom litigation? How much does the prosecutor know about laws and penal codes and so forth? All of these are factors in whether or not you're going to win your court case. And I'm not against these First Amendment auditors. He keeps looking back at me. You see that? The cop keeps looking back at me. It's going to rain. Motherfucker. It's going to rain. My umbrella's in the car. I do have my umbrella. It's in the car. I'm not against these First Amendment auditors and these cop watchers asking their followers for money for their attorneys. If people want to donate, they'll donate. That's fine. I'm not donating because I have my own financial responsibilities, but I always say that, why not just go with the public defender? It's $50 retainer. But, people say, well, they don't like the public defender, or the public defender sucks, or public defenders. And it is true to a point that a lot of public defenders are just about the plea bargain. How can I get you? But see, they're like Felipe Hemming said, keeping people out of a cage. A lot of times public defenders, they're about keeping people out of a cage. What can I do that you can walk free today? You know what I mean? And not have this hanging over your head anymore. But a lot of cop watchers and First Amendment auditors, they want to fight it and take it all the way to trial and beat it. And if they can, kudos. Good for them. But apparently Eric Brandt didn't get so lucky. He's going to do some time. So you don't always win. And now all of his followers have to pay all that, or they've paid all that money for these attorneys to get him put in jail, basically. I don't know, but I know some people may counter my argument with, well, yeah, but he's not going away for years. It's just for a few months. Yeah, but he could have probably got that from a public defender for $100, $300, Instead, he spent how many thousands of dollars? Like News Now Houston was saying. He spent $10,000 on an attorney. He's going to spend a lot more coming up, though. But Pizza Hut. Yeah, it's raining. Raindrops keep falling on my head while I'm here filming the popo out on the street. I'm getting wet from my head to my feet. And the raindrops are falling. Yeah, they keep a-falling, and I'm recording you. All right, so yeah, so this cop was he's on the phone with the sergeant. I don't know what he's waiting on. Maybe a decision. Maybe they're looking up the law. A lot of times that's what they do too, is they look up the law to see what they can get them on. Well, we can get them on this and we can get them on that. And this here, get them on this. And yeah, we'll get them on this too. Yeah. So, and then you have, but that's what they do. You got to take the ride. But use it as an education. It's really what you do, because I'm able now to educate a lot of you first-time arrestees who get arrested for the first time. I can help you understand the process and how it works. Not that anyone else couldn't, but there are a lot of people who don't know what's going to happen when they get arrested. They're like lost. Like, okay, now what do I do? And just like when Doug and AV Watchman, they were all excited because they didn't file the the case, and they were all like, we went to court, it wasn't even filed. They were excited. And I was like, you guys better watch out. You're going to get a fucking summons to court. No, we got it. We're free. And then all of a sudden, bam, they had to appear in court on a certain day. I told because that's what the cops do. They ask for a continuance. Somebody told me, no, police don't ask for a continuance, but they can. The officer who's doing the report completes a form and he sends it to the court himself. The court CCs a copy to the DA and a copy to the public defender or the attorney and the defendant, saying that this law enforcement officer has asked for a continuance to this date. So the officers can ask for a continuance based on completing their police report. And I think they do it to see if you'll not go to court and have like a failure to appear or something. But that's my theory. But yeah, cops can ask for a continuance that way. They fill out a form and they say, I would like to ask for the court date to be changed to this, the arraignment date to be this date instead, like a month from now. And they'll send a copy to the DA, the attorney, and the defendant. And you get a new arraignment date. And then you go to that, and then you get your pretrial unless you plead guilty. You go to your pretrial hearing, and then they'll hash it out on the chessboard, move their knights around and their rooks. And then they either say check or checkmate or keep playing chess. Knight 4 to pawn 3. "17 minutes, guys. I did not expect it to be this long. I so apologize. Got some long videos tonight. Oh, he's going to open. No. Oh, he's getting all this stuff. Yeah, this guy's going to jail tonight. Oh, well. What was that he just took off the top there? I was going to say what it looked like, but I don't want to guess. There's some stuff on the back, too, back here. Oh, that's money. It looks like money because he keeps flipping his hand over with it as he's picking it up. Yeah, get the stuff off the back of the car, too. This guy. Oh, I thought that cop was going to walk over here. Okay, so they're going to talk about it. I think that thing on the back is attached to the car, like an antenna or something. Or is it a back spotlight? I don't know. I'm still waiting to see if they're going to release this person. Or are they going to... What are they doing? Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, so they opened that door over there, not this one. He goes, oh no, that guy's recording. Let's go open this door instead. I think they're doing an ID. Is that him? You guys hear that? They're racing. Look. They're racing. Racing. These guys were racing. I saw some dudes drag racing last night. They went right past a cop, and the cop was on a call though, and the back of his car was facing the street where we were at. But later they were sitting there for like 3 minutes blocking the road, and I'm like, what the fuck are these guys doing? And then they started drag racing. And then there was a San Bernardino PD cop. He was parked in front of a house with his red and blues going. And one of them slammed his cotton picking brakes. And the other one kept going and just went airborne across this little dip. It was crazy, man. Somebody's smoking. Oh, that's the food. Oh, God, my stomach, my stomach, my stomach, my stomach. Oh, fuck. breathe. Breathe deep. Whew. Okay, so they're talking to the guy right now, I think. I'm afraid to walk, man. My stomach. Holy shoo. Oh, why did I come out here tonight? I knew my stomach was fucked up. I just took a shit. That was the All right, this video's been long enough. I might cut out, but I don't know. I hate to leave if they let the guy go. Something must have went down here. So what's this cop doing? "21 minutes. And again, as a reminder, you always have the availability to skip forward. I just hate to do these videos edited, because sometimes it takes so long to upload them from iMovie, and then I run into another cop stop and I'm like, shit, man, my iMovie. But if I do them on here, I can do 2, 3, maybe 4 on this YouTube app by just opening the camera on the app and then recording. And not only that, when I hit stop and upload, it just goes right onto YouTube. So if a cop wants to mess with my video or mess with my phone, you know, several people have already seen the video. So it's already there. It's done. You've got witnesses. You know what I mean? If it was just on my phone, he could delete it and go, that never happened. So that's the beauty of using the YouTube app on your camera, is that once you hit upload at the end, it's done. You now have a video loading, processing, and several people see it before the cops can mess with it. Oh, he's going to take off. I thought he was letting the guy out. He must have locked the door. I thought he was going to let the guy out, but he locked the door, so... Yep, he's taking that guy to jail tonight. Well, it's too late to get a meal. Maybe he'll get breakfast if he's there in the morning. Or maybe not. I don't know. So is this cop going to flip around or what? Or is he looking for my car? Oh, he's going to flip around right here. Now, if he hits a spotlight, I'm going to finger him, because he knows I have a camera and a microphone in my hand. So if he hits a spotlight, he's going to get a finger. He's got a seatbelt on. He tightened it down. So there you go, guys.